Let me tell you a story. I was in an airport once, in that strange in-between space full of overpriced coffee and time to kill, when I noticed a woman at a duty-free counter. She picked up a small bottle of Perfume, a luxury French brand, not cheap, not even mid-priced. This wasn't the perfume you might see advertised in those rather surreal adverts in the run-up to Christmas. This was top-end stuff, a scent to savour. She held it to her neck, took a deep breath, smiled, and said to the assistant, "I know I shouldn't, but it makes me feel amazing." Then she bought it. Now, to those dour disciples of the dismal science, that might seem irrational, frivolous even. Why would someone spend that kind of money on a scent, especially when there are many other good ones out there at reasonable prices and many more pressing needs in life? But for me, that moment said a lot about how market systems really work and what we often get wrong when we talk about them. For years, we've been asked to pick a side. Are you a believer in free markets or in state planning? Do you trust invisible hands or visible plans? I think that whole framing is off. Markets aren't machines. They aren't levers you can pull from above. They're more like the living ecosystems, messy, adaptive, unpredictable, human. And the question isn't more state or less state, it's what kind of state? What role are we playing? Are we architects or are we gardeners? I believe we need more gardeners, people who notice what's already growing, who remove the weeds, nurture the soil, and let value emerge naturally. I look for what we call flywheels, those small but powerful feedback loops where energy is already building. A farmers group doing something clever with cowpeas, a quiet tech cluster gaining traction, a community that's already halfway there. But let's clarify a few misconceptions or misperceptions. Some people hear this and think I sound like a capitalist. I talk about energy, enterprise, letting things flow. Others hear it and think I'm too statist. I talk about governance, public investment, the role of the state. But both miss the point. I'm not interested in ideology. I'm interested in impact. Did it work? Are people better off? Are lives improving? Those are the only questions that matter to me. So let me bring it back to the woman at the beginning, back to the airport. That woman's perfume wasn't a symbol of waste or misplaced priorities. It was a small act of joy, of dignity, of choosing something that made her feel alive. A well-functioning market system should make space for that, for joy, for human strangeness, for choice. Not capitalism, not socialism, just a system that works for people like her.